all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
This need to be.
Back in the Gerald the Bossman Show, we're joined by the coach of the Old Dominion Monarchs out of Conference USA, Coach Jeff Jones. Coach Jones, how are things up there in Virginia, man?
Well, they're going well. It's wet, number one, but at least there's no snow, so I guess that's a good thing. But we're getting ready for a big game on Saturday against Western Kentucky. With a lot of ramifications for conference standings.
Yeah, Coach, I want to ask you about that, how the Conference USA has now changed the conference format where the round robin now, they pick you, play you in your different quadrants. So how's this going to work out? Can you explain to our listeners who are maybe fans what it's going to be like? Because I don't know, because I looked at the schedule, also it was to be announced. And now I see you got Western and a few others. So how's it going to go going forward, Coach?
Well, we'll see how it's going to go, but it's an interesting concept. It's something very creative that no other conference had ever done. So, at the beginning of the year, we knew that we would play 14 conference games. We play everybody once and our conference travel partner twice to get to the number 14. Then the last 4 games, we played 18 conference games ultimately. The last 4 games would be determined after last Saturday. And they would look at the standings in the league, and the teams that were 1 through 5 would be put into a pod and basically play a 4-game round robin. Those that are 6 through 10 would be put in a pod and play a 4-game round robin, and then the 11 through 14 would do the same thing. We finished first in the the first part of the regular season. So we had the top seed, which means that we play the second and third seeds at home and the fourth and fifth seeds on the road. And, to keep it as short as I can, I guess, the main reason for this is to try to protect the top seeds, but give them quality opponents and quality metrics. Last year it would have been the RPI. This year it's the net rankings. So that you're not playing against teams at the bottom of the conference that have, bad metrics. And theoretically, and it has happened to us in the past, it happened to Middle Tennessee last year, where they actually won games and your RPI dropped. And so just trying to enhance the resumes of the better teams in the league so that if at all possible, in a given year that you might be able to play yourself onto the bubble or get an at-large. I'm not sure that that's likely to happen this year. But, it's already generated a little bit of excitement within Conference USA. A lot of people outside of Conference USA have no idea really what's going on. But, it's a big game, with Western Kentucky coming in here Saturday. There's the number 2 seed. We've got a 2-game lead on the rest of the rest of the league, and we're just trying to do everything we can to stay in the top spot.
And Coach, when it comes to tournament time, is the seeding still the same as it is right now, or does it change again?
It will change again, but 1 through 5 cannot be any lower than 5, so it can be shuffled among the different pods. So we're not locked in at 1, but we can't drop any more than 5. 6 through 10 is might shuffle, but they're going to be seated in those spots if that makes any sense.
It does, Coach. And I can say overall, you've had a great year, Coach. You were 21-6, 10-3 in non-conference play, and honestly, you could have been, if you look at it, 12-1 if you beat Oregon State and Northern Iowa in those close games. So I feel like the non-conference slate really helped you guys, prime you guys for the Conference USA run, and gets you tougher opponents. And then you get ready to play your Westerns again, those guys in that top 5 pod of you guys. I feel like you guys are prepared and ready for it.
Well, I think so. Early on, we're not what I would say a young team, but we're an inexperienced team. And like so many clubs starting the season, we were trying to find ourselves, and we were down in the Virgin Islands and blew a 9-point lead with a couple minutes to go against Oregon State, and just kind of gave that game away. Couldn't buy a basket the next game against Northern Iowa, but then I think we started taking some strides and improving. We beat VCU. We beat Syracuse at Syracuse. We've had some good conference wins. So, with this group, we just come out and we compete every night. We defensively we're pretty good. We're good on the boards. Offensively, we struggle sometimes, but we found a way to be good enough offensively, as you said, to win 21 games, to be 11-3 in conference. And, it's just a matter now, teams, you got to come out and be ready to go and, bring your A game each time you take the court.
And I feel like BJ and Ahmad really help you guys this time of year because they're seniors. They're your 2 leaders on the team, scoring and rebounding, doing big things for you, Coach. And I feel like their effect on the young, not young guys, but the kids who are sophomores and who are coming up the ranks here, it can help them through a tough game because they've been through all these wars, and a tough call here or a bad stretch here that won't deter them from making the right play to get you guys over that hump there.
Well, BJ and Ahmad, I mean, they're our best players. They're our leading scorers. They're our captains. They're our leaders. And our team, I think, takes direction from them. The one thing, if we have a strength this year, I think it would be the fact that even if things are going against us, we kind of keep plugging away, and that's why we've been able to come back from some pretty substantial deficits at times. Those guys have been great leaders, and as you say, the young guys take their cue, and they've been getting better, and they listen, and the really interesting thing, at least for me, and I've got my fingers crossed, we haven't come close to being as good as I think that we're capable of being. I think we've got a lot of room to improve, and hopefully we can do that. There's not that much time left in the season, but there's still time, to I think continue growing up and becoming a better team, and I'd love to see that happen.
And, Coach, you kind of led me to my next point about player development, Coach, because I feel like at your level it's very important to develop guys over time, whether it be the spring, summer, and the fall, developing that talent, developing their mindset, developing their basketball IQs, developing them into accepting their roles. So with the younger guys, looking at BJ and Amadi as examples, how have they grown development-wise on and off the court there?
Well, I mean, you can see them getting better, week to week and sometimes game to game. And everybody develops, everybody matures at a different rate. But, guys like Dejour Dickens, sophomore transfer from Providence, 7-footer that comes off the bench, we can really see him coming on. Kalua Zigba from Atlanta, he's shown he's very talented. He only turned 18 in October, so he's real young chronologically. He's young from a basketball standpoint, but he's just consistently getting better. Jason Wade, another freshman that plays a lot of minutes for us, has really grown. So, you try to push them as much as you can without overwhelming them. The what you talked about, the off season, that improvement, that's the most of the time that's the skill development, part of it. But the learning, the gaining experience, getting tougher, understanding what wins, that's the kind of development that goes on during the course of a season, and that's just so valuable. And you can't put a price on it, and you can't rush it. But when it happens, you can see it happening before your eyes.
And, Coach, this time of year, you play a good number of guys. I think that helps this time of year, especially when you get into that tournament format, that third day or so where guy legs are kind of mushy. I feel like while you playing the guys you guys can be fresh and overcome foul trouble, or God forbid an injury. You all can overcome that because you've played guys, getting experience, they're comfortable in the scheme, the system, and they feel confident that you believe them to go out there and right plays on the court when you call their number.
Yeah, we're playing probably about 9 guys, right now. That's actually one less than we were playing earlier in this year. We already had an injury to Marquise Godwin, who is our best outside scoring threat. So we had to go through an adjustment period, and the thing Marquise was able to do was stretch defenses because they always had to account for him. But Justice Kitcart has come off the bench as our 7th or 8th man and given us a real spark, particularly at the offensive end in a number of games. I think when you look at these games and when we can get to an opposition's bench, that has been to our advantage. We might be in a real tight game, but our bench and that depth has, I think paid dividends and helped us to wear some teams down, especially here in conference play.
And, Coach, last one I got for you, Coach. I want to ask you, how you doing health-wise, Coach? I know you didn't announce in September you had prostate cancer. It came back. But I want to ask you, how are you feeling? How have you been doing with that so far? Everything going well with that, Coach?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you asking, and I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. Energy is high. Just continuing with the treatment and trying to be a good patient. But the good thing has been that without any major setbacks or anything, I'm able to kind of just focus on basketball and give it everything that I've got. I feel very blessed, and just knock on wood, everything will continue going in the right direction. It's something that I guess I've got to deal with, but it hasn't been a negative at all this season.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you, for me personally, prostate cancer is something that's near and dear to my heart because it took my father away from me and my two
Yes,
of my
sir.
uncles. So when I see that, it gets my radars up, and I'm a very much an advocate for prostate cancer awareness and getting yourself checked because I saw my father suffer with the disease, and I know what it can do in the wrong way. So I definitely want to tell you, Coach, I'm pulling for you. You know, I saw that report earlier last year. It struck me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know my dad had the same thing. So I was wanted that, you know, I'm thinking about you, Coach, in that regard. I'm definitely with you in that fight as well. It's affecting me personally, but I'm still with you in that fight as well, Coach.
Well, I appreciate it. And when I found out about the reoccurrence, it was actually not, it's about almost 2 years ago now. I knew that at some point I wanted to go public with it to kind of encourage men to get checked and you know, to be aware of the dangers of prostate cancer because, you know, if you can catch it early, you know, with a simple PSA test, the survival rates and everything else is so much higher. And I just want to make sure that, you know, if I could, you know, try to help one person, and it's been amazing. I get emails and calls all the time of men, you know, over the age of 50, and it especially hits the African American male population even harder. And I get these calls of, you know, men that have said, you know, I heard about it and I went and I got tested, and that makes me feel like you know, going public with it was definitely the right decision. And you know, hopefully, you know, prostate cancer, there's a lot of us out there, but as I said, if we can you know, detect it early, we can control it and have a lot more successful outcomes.
Yes, indeed, Coach. That's something I told my daddy before he passed away. I'll definitely keep the fight going for you. Now, that's something I've committed to since he's passed. I've committed to doing that, keeping that legacy going, trying to help other men and help. You know, he wasn't saved, but to help other men be saved as well. And those in my family, get them tested as well, Coach. I just wanted to share that with you. That I'm with you in that fight, Coach, for sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Coach, I'm telling you, I'm hoping you guys pull this thing out in West Kentucky on Saturday when they come see you at home there, and I'll be pulling for you guys. I'll be keeping close tabs on you guys' games going forward, and hope to talk to you when you make that march into the big dance. Talk to you a little bit in a little month or so there, Coach. Hoping to talk to you again.
All right, that would be great. I appreciate you.
Coach, have a great weekend. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
No problem. It's Jeff Jones, people on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night the my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.